I'm going to wear this the whole time.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not, because it genuinely smells like Jenkins.
No. You said specifically it smells like shit. And I said Jenkins wore it last.
All right, I'll half wear it.
You look good. All right, what are we expecting out of this matchup, Avery?
I don't know. I was busy putting this stupid costume on because you told me to do it, Austin. So I don't know what's going on.
Oh, did BetBoom just walk away 3 bounty runes, but they are going to get first blooded. Okay. Well, for some reason, King Jungles just decides he's the one to get the first blood instead of Yuma. We are going to be running Carry Abaddon for this game. We're also going to see the support Marcy back into play, which
that's
is
pretty cool.
Is it cool? I thought you hated
cool.
Marcy. Like, I thought you thought it was kind of trash.
Well, yeah, but it's cool.
Okay. I mean, I have to imagine this lane in particular, Marcy Enigma is going to be pretty annoying, but a safe lane Beastmaster might be able to deal with it pretty well.
I personally just rate Marcy really low because the way the spells interact is not easy in modern team fighting. I feel like when you leap in, it gets countered a bunch. When you try and throw somebody, the cast range is awkward. Your best and most reliable spell is the Bodyguard, just buffing somebody. But are there better buffers like Io or Chen or stuff like that?
Sure.
So, you have to have a good reason for picking this Marcy. And you have to really make the lane work. Now, I will say, as we saw King Jungles take down another hero in this bottom lane, I think Heroic have some very impactful side lane duos that they can make them work. They're already making this Chen lane versus the Darkseer work. But I think Marcy Enigma is the strongest Marcy lane outside of Marcy Visage.
Right, because you could reposition people into Eidolons.
Or Bird / Soul Assumption. So basically both those lanes, they also give you summons to play off of. It's just amazing what you can do in that sort of lineup. So I think if you're going to pick Marcy, I would pick it with one of those two offlaners, which they have. So I think they're cruising,
Okay. Is there any other reason you would pick Marcy outside of this laning combo?
You're confused. I'm saying that's the reason. Like,
that's the only reason.
If you're confused in the game.
Oh, okay. You don't know what to
You thought
pick.
I was calling you confused.
Yes.
No, that comes later.
No, I'm already confused.
I think everybody's confused now, Austin. I don't know what I'm saying because this beard is... I think I'm allergic. I'm going to take it off now.
Somebody get him the shot. Yeah, Miro's not having a fun time against this Abaddon. This has proven to be quite the strong side lanes for Heroic, like you said. Save is just constantly trying to pull the creep wave around, but they keep on managing to make it meet, making Miro's life pretty hard. So what about the mid lane matchup? Is that going to be easier for BetBoom? It's Alina versus a Monkey King. That's got to be a clean win for GPK. And so far it is 13-3 compared to 13-1. Okay. Analog's still getting some decent CS.
Oh, he's doing completely fine here. Anytime you go even with Lina, you should be happy about that one. And Monkey King is a hero you don't even need to do well in the lane, so... Yeah, he's cruising. I mean, these lanes are going well for Heroic. I think they do have the stronger lane set up here. The Darkseer lane is kind of whatever, because you don't usually care about the actual lane for the
nice
Darkseer.
Grab. That's going to be a lot of damage on Pure. He's protected by the Lich Armor, though, and might just be able to survive as a result, while Schofield will get taken down by Kataomi with a Blood Grenade and such, but a lot of damage thrown back on both of these heroes. They may have both survived, but they're not terribly healthy.
No, that was a lot of damage. They have one salve left, but you don't want to use the salve on Pure here for reduced value. Man, that Frost Shield did a lot of work. Level 1.
Really did.
Level 2 on the Marcy, too. Going bottom.
Oh, nice two-man stun. Oh, Schofield. He came into this one, but looks like he got grabbed by the vacuum, so he didn't get the AoE stun, losing a bit of damage. And is that damage loss enough for Save to survive? One last swipe will do it. DPS will finish him off. Now he's going to chase after Miro for some extra damage as well. This Abaddon is relentless. Safe lane Abaddon does look very good against any of these melee heroes, and he's just not going to stop. He is full on committing for the kill, and he will have it. What a read from Yuma.
I mean, that's where you just tip them and say outplayed, you know?
And Schofield's back through the gate, already up to this top lane to kill Pure, who still has not recovered from the earlier assault, but maybe Schofield again underestimated the effect of the Lich armor.
Got range drop now, though. He's salving up. He's going to go straight back in here. This is just a grind down on the resources of this beast. Is he going to get greedy for this range? He does, but no punish. No rebound available.
Rebound still on cooldown.
Action just don't stop with the body blocks.
Beautiful body blocking and the extra attack speed from the death throw allows Yuma to easily clean up Miro. Miro is going to have to do the walk of shame.
I mean, sometimes you just right click and you win.
Apparently.
He walked up to him, he right clicked him, he didn't have surge, he died. That's it. Interesting lane matchup.
Yeah, this was not how I imagined a double melee lane against Abaddon going.
I mean, you also have gap recreation mechanisms. You have surge, you have an impale. Like, in theory, this Abaddon gets on your Darkseer. You should be able to make some space. Now Pierce getting run down from the Monkey King rotation.
Yeah, Analog doesn't want to stay in that Lina lane too much, so he sees an excuse to make a rotation.
Wait, this is heroic Dota. They're going to play fast. They're going to play chaotic in the lane phase. Downside of this move for Analog is this is catapult timing, and that catapult is hitting mid right now.
Yeah, he used Glyph to protect the wave, so it's going to get a lot of damage.
You have to respond here. You likely lose the rune. No, Yuma rotates for it. It's a shield rune for the shield master. Poetic.
What a rotation from Yuma.
Yeah, that was a big rune to steal. Very heads-up play. So they ended up defending that mid push. I mean, you take half your tier 1 tower damage mid. Was that worth it for Analog? It was okay.
They're about to kill the safe lane tower off of the pressure that they had from earlier. Pure unable to deny it in time.
Well, he just chose not to.
Maybe it was a misread of the situation. He was running back to it.
I'll tell you, BetBoom team have looked a little off this tournament. We can still see glimpses of where their ceiling can be, but man, the floor has been lowered. I don't know what's causing it.
Well, I'll tell you what it is. They need to kick GPK and then bring him back in as a stand-in.
Yeah, have him stand in for
right.
That's
stand-in theory. Save should. Oh, wait. He's not going to be able to get this. I thought it was a simple run up and stun to secure the Wisdom Rune, but because Yuma has rotated through the trees, kicks BetBoom out of the area, and this leaves the Nyx Assassin level 4.
That is a brutal loss for this Darkseer lane especially. They suffered on the lane, and now they're just behind in levels.
Yeah, what's the point of a Nyx Assassin
towers.
if he doesn't get to that fast level 6?
Jungle.
Yeah, he's going to try do a little jungling with the Ion Shell.
He's getting something here. It's not pretty. You got to do what you got to do. There's a ward spotting this. I expect Heroic to ramp up the pressure here because they have a Drum Enigma, they have Chen, they have the Monkey who can easily connect and just roll these fights over with a Batten who can back you up. There's a lot of early fighting power here.
Miro used his surge to get to lane. Is he going to die again?
I mean,
surge up,
not, right?
one more second. He can activate it and make a run for it, but the damage over time will kill him.
He is just underestimating the DPS here.
Seriously, Analog gets the pickup on Kataomi in the meanwhile, while Save gets run down while he was trying to farm up Ancients. Yuma just kept on trucking. Ran down the Darkseer, pushes into the Nyx Assassin. They'll clean up the remainder of Ancients.
This game is way too fast for BetBoom right now. And they do not have a lot of mechanisms to slow it down. Kind of a lineup that, yeah, you're playing carry beast, but you have Lina Darkseer who need levels to fight. And they're just not getting them right now. This Darkseer is level 5 to this Abaddon's 8. Been absolutely demolished. And you're losing towers to Chen Enigma, who are going to take over the map. Some alarm bells going off right now.
Yeah,
gotta find a way to stabilize.
Isn't Darkseer supposed to be a decent hero against Abaddon because you will later on get the wall? Get an illusion of the Abaddon with your own version of Curse?
I mean, I think the lane is good for Abaddon, but I think you can also play these Darkseer lanes in a way where you don't care about anything.
Yeah.
And then the game is good. I think this was just underestimating the power, and they paid a heavy price. Now they have to go back for Ancients, which Some decent recovery here.
Still does not put save in level 6 territory, so that just leaves Heroic the ones making all the rotations. Hop into the trees. After the roar hits him, he's safe up there, it seems, and now continues his dive on a Pure, gets that kill. Yuma trekking all the way across the map to join in on that gank.
This is a cool game. Heroic are playing the lanes and the snowball really well. And I think you want to be capable of this kind of gameplay because it means you can punish all these slow, greedy teams.
Yeah,
and
Heroic,
if you can do that, it's a great tool to have in your arsenal.
Heroic taking a style that we saw from Shopify Rebellion, right? Their series against Tundra, they did this exact thing, right? They basically ran over Tundra in that game 1. And Heroic, in turn, ran over Shopify this morning with their Lycan Monkey duo in both games. Bottom lane, another dive on Amiro. No response whatsoever from BetBoom because you don't outnumber Heroic. Heroic is bringing all 5 of their heroes to the side of the map, but Save with the Chica Ion Shell play gets Whisper low enough that he can quickly execute him. Now can he get out? The Eidolons are keeping track of him. Yuma, well, waiting on the next round of phase boots, hopes to catch up. Schofield misses his stun, but they should get there eventually.
Good kill for Save. Needed something to happen in this game. But it's at the expense of another lost team fight and the 3rd tier 1 going down at the 11-minute mark here.
Yeah, he created a lot of time. Pure pushed into a tower. The sad part is that was a completely healthy tower, so nowhere close to taking it, and perhaps stuck around too long. Analog thinking about going for the kill. He needs Schofield a bit closer, though.
Still forcing him off the map. This is the part in the game where it can slow down, though, if Heroic don't find ways to keep the pressure up and out-farm BetBoom team with the space they have. You have 3 tier 1s to your advantage, but you have to use that for something. Otherwise, Darkseer or Lena Beast are just going to push all the waves into you.
Can they? Oh, they could kill Yuma. Yuma! He thought he was going to be safe. Oh, he jukes the stun save. He pump faked it a few times, but whiffed as Yuma managed to sidestep it with the phase boots.
Big kill to miss. That ult on cooldown, you want to take advantage of it. He's really high level, almost level 10.
And now that he's got his ult back up, he goes straight into the triangle and he catches Kantomi D-warding. Kantomi, he could throw out a Chain Frost if he wants on like the creeps, but be pretty useless.
Baden is just walking the dog right now. Putting heroes on a leash and sending them to base. Gotta get these lanes out as much as possible. That is the key right now. Slow the game down. Slow down the pressure that Yuma's put on you. Get away from that hero if you can. And get your Ag Scepters up. You're looking for Ags on the Beast. You're looking for Ags on the Lena. That's a lot more fighting power. Darkseer is always a hero that can give you that team fight potential to come back. So even if you're down gold, it doesn't matter if you get the right combination.
Sure.
And you have Impale Vac combo. You have LSA Vac combo. You have Chain Frost Frost Shield. A lot of team fight in this BetBoom team lineup.
Yeah, if they can get to those levels and those items. The problem being is that Monkey King, I think, is the best hero in this situation, right? Like, he just makes the map so small with his extreme amount of mobility.
If you're not afraid of Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, he wasn't for a while because Nyx wasn't level 6 for the longest time, but now
lead is not growing for Heroic right now. They're trading. So BetBoom team happy with this exchange. Big smoke heading into bottom, maybe looking for this 14-minute Wisdom Rune timing.
Yeah, that's probably the idea. They are already really starved on the supports, but BetBoom, they're going to take this fight. It's going to be a hard fight for Heroic. They're going to be walking into a potential wall vacuum situation. Yuma on the front lines already activating his ultimate. He's already taken too much damage. The Chain Frost is bouncing around perfectly.
Terrible.
They just lined up for BetBoom. A firing squad right across the line. They took him down 1, 2, 3. Heroic That was an absolute blunder.
I mean, there's no way that fight is going to be good for you. Again, you cannot underestimate the team fight potential just on raw spells. And you just went straight into it with your cores. No Wukong available.
Dire's top tower.
You're just giving them the easiest Chain Frost vac multi-hero stuns of their lives. And they're going to take it every time. Now they're just straight back. All that laning phase for what?
I mean, Yuma was totally fine, I think, to push forward, take the Wisdom Rune. It's the fact that everybody else follows him in, particularly the Monkey King, into this Chain Frost.
Yeah, I mean, you see what's going on at this point. And you don't have Wukong skills. So what are you even doing here?
GPK can hardly believe it, man. A gift from Heroic puts BetBoom back at kind of even odds.
I also just think conceptually fighting in this early game without your Enigma is super questionable. He's your strongest team fighter by far. You send these Eidolons in with the drum charge. They're basically the strongest hero on the map. And then you always have Black Hole to back you up. Whisper's just been farming. So you really got to question what Heroic were doing there, committing for that. They will throw a lot of that lead away. And this BetBoom lineup does not need much to come back in this game and assert themselves.
Schofield, he's going to try too hard for this one. Gets grabbed, Sinister Gaze, and too many spells.
So when I talk about Marcy and why I'm low on this hero, that's a great example of why. It takes so long for you to land your stun compared to any other stunning support in Dota. You have to leap in, you have to wait the whole time for your hero to fly, it has to land, then you have to cast another spell. And if you get interrupted at all in any of that, you're basically just food.
Yeah.
And what my argument is, what is the upside of it?
Well, the upside is the hero scales pretty decently with physical damage.
Yeah, the upside is
you just rush into BKB.
You can scale, and it's a gap close mechanism for that scale, but how often do you get there?
Katomi trying to stay ahead of Analog. It does manage to do so.
I mean, the two highest net worth cores in this game are suddenly the Beast and the Lina. So Zag Scepters are coming. One is done on the Beast. The Lina one is not far away. So you got to start ramping up the pressure again. Take some towers here, maybe threaten the Roche. Keep getting pickoffs.
Yeah, with the pipe, drums, Glimmer Cape, Chen, like just these two present quite the bulldoze team. Throwing it and a Batten on top of that one. They should be able to take some easy tier 2s. Can they do any other objectives? Can they do Roshan?
They can. It's not incredibly fast, but it's fast enough. And I think you do it here. Not an objective you want to let sit on the map for too long and then let that boom team contest it.
Yeah, if you're heroic, you definitely want to do it when it's on Dire's side. Take it while you have control of this area thanks to the presence of the Enigma.
The auras will start stacking. You have this Glimmer on the Chen plus Hand of God. You have Pipe, Drum, Enigma. You have a little bodyguard buff from Aphotic Shield. There's a lot of sustain when this lineup groups up together. I think you are technically still stronger in a 5-on-5.
It's strong right now. Can you keep scaling that? Are you going to get even more auras? Or does Enigma start building towards the BKB Blink Dagger sort of deal?
I think you can get 1 or 2 more auras. Monkey can pick up some of the scale.
King Jungle's going to be the first target here. BetBoom quickly decide to retreat. Too many heroes, but they have already been caught in the grasp of the Harpoon. The Chain Frost is nice, but Yuma still has his ultimate. It's actually easily able to tank through all of that one. Somehow save Katomi.
He just walked it off.
All right, there's a black hole. We finally get some catch on a core. That's going to be Miro dying. So Save did manage to get out, but the other two die. Heroic once again bringing just all of their heroes to one side of the map. BetBoom maybe underestimating Heroic's willingness to clump.
You do not want to go into this lineup when they're together right now. Second that Glimmer Cape went off, that play is dead. Do you have Dagon on this Nyx already? Save did find some decent gold here, but you really need to find these solo pickoffs between the Nyx and the Lina. That's what you're looking for.
Wanted to pick off an analog. Doesn't get it. They spot the Nyx assassin due to a lane sentry. Time for another tower. Boots of bearing now complete.
Yeah, I think so. You don't have black hole, but your aura timing is just so good here. I think you just group around this pipe. Pretty confident for any sort of team fight.
Initiation seems a bit hard for them. If, as you said, the Marcy initiation is so slow and unreliable.
I mean, that's why you just push, right?
Yeah,
Pushing
try and
means
get
you don't have to
BetBoom to jump on you.
Save's looking here, but nothing to go on. It's a bit tentative. Like, are you pushing this? Are you smoke wrapping it? Are you farming? Got to make a call here.
I feel like Yuma just forces it.
Yeah, I mean, he has Aegis, so what are you really afraid of?
It's got like 3 lives.
You just can't clump for this vacuum.
There's the wall, trying to disengage from it. Marcy giving him the extra movement speed, and the borrow time is going to be popped. He still has the Aegis. You could see Heroic learned from that Wisdom Rune fight. They do not go in on the Abaddon. They just try and get away from the wall, reset. BetBoom pretty quick to take advantage of the situation, though. They push that mid lane all the way in, now spreading out to some of the other lanes, and Heroic continuing to be pretty skittish.
They're playing this game a little too scared for their position, I think, and they're going to lose another set of Wisdom Runes here. Again, the pushback in mid is a little slow. You're not winning the net worth trade on the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It just feels like you're not getting enough out of the position right now.
Dire's structures are
Still a solid one, but tentative.
Well, apparently Yuma says, let's get them to come back to their base. Taking a couple of swipes at the tier 3. But Heroic decide against it. Minute left on the Aegis. It really doesn't look like they're going to get much more done with it. It feels like to me it's just, yeah, it's just not enough.
They lost net worth during this Aegis period, right? Despite taking 2 tier 2s. So that's kind of really bad because in theory you took map control, lost gold lead versus a lineup that I don't think was going to fight you in the 5-on-5.
And now they're going to have BKB on the Beastmaster. So this Aegis expires. BetBoom are probably going to feel really strong about fighting. They're going to have this Greaves done on Miro, a BKB on Pure. They're going to be pretty indestructible between those 2 frontliners and let the back line of Kataomi and GPK go to work.
The Beast is going to be strong. You still have to land some good Darkseer combo, but it all comes down to the auras here on the side of Heroic and just how strong this pipe.
They are going to be fighting under vision, though. If they are sit here like this, they spot the Enigma. They go straight for him. Laguna Blade, Roar gets used, and a Phonic Shield is not enough to save him. But at the same time, they've already gotten off the Wukong's command and forced the rest of BetBoom to get away. As long as the Lina gets out, BetBoom will be happy. What a close call. Schofield just needed one more swing, and he would have finished off GPK, but instead gets bailed out by Kataomi. Picking up 2 kills for the one, trying to find a third. Jump forward. Pure not finding enough, though. They'll just clean up some Chen creeps.
That was a very good surge to get the Lina out of there. Very close to finishing him off. Maybe you're okay with that fight, but it all starts with BetBoom going on the Enigma, ultimately with a Carapace off the Nyx. It just stuns so many heroes here that Pure's able to find an opening. And yeah, you save him, he gets pipe off, but the burst is still way too big.
He had a full Lotus and 20 Magic Wand charges. He
was
could have
very
lived.
close. He only got one of those 3 saving items off. That was a tough target to burst. They still managed it. We'll start to build a net worth lead of their own now. you think of that sound?
I think
Did you enjoy that?
Good sound design. I can feel the wind.
What do you think they made that with in real life?
I do not know how. What is that career called of just making noises? There's a term for it. I don't know how those guys work, to be honest. I've seen a couple of those videos, but if I had to guess, some really strange looking instrument with some holes in it to get some wind. Don't look at me like that.
What?
Radiant's middle tower
What?
is under attack.
Yuma's kind of stuck on his own illusion right now. It doesn't feel the greatest. He clears it out. They give him the extra movement speed to get away from this wall. Again, they do not want to fight around wall.
Pure is
And Pure wants to take the fight to them with the shield rune on him. I understand why.
Who's
he
fighting
is
who?
so tanky, and they caught Analog on the side. A big pickup. One of the biggest damage dealers of Heroic is gone. They're going to turn around Black Hole and go all in on the Beastmaster. And LSA might have just bailed him out with a sinister gaze from Kataomi. Pure gets off his BKB, roars, and makes a run for it. Head for the hills. BetBoom resetting. Schofield, his BKB is wearing out. He spots Pure, hits him with a blood grenade. Can he actually finish him off, though? Trying to get a couple punches in. One more,
he got him.
gets the grab, finishes him off. Yuma's still fighting strong. Oh, what a vacuum, LSA! Only hits onto 2. Yuma is trying to search for his target. He's not sure who to hit. He decides on GPK, thinks better of it, goes back to hitting Nero, but that guy's really tanky. Yuma simply doesn't do enough damage. Not by himself. Not when there's no analog missing. Turns back, hits GPK a couple of times. Nero should be able to bail him out. There goes the surge. He runs away, no problem. Another Ghost Scepter being used. Yuma is just left impotent. Surrounded by heroes that he can hit, but he can't kill.
That fight lasted so long, Analog's back. He's been trying to build this Radiant, so his effective net worth in these fights is just absurdly low. They're just missing a hero, and this Abaddon gets kited out a lot by the Darkseer plus all the stuns. Some nice little stun combinations. You drag that fight out by making the Marcy chase the beast for so long. I will say that was a sick microplay from Whisper. He black holed the beast and he body blocked the Nyx Carapace with Eidolon so he couldn't run into the black hole.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That was very cool.
A very sick play that just gets countered by a simple Blink Dagger pickup from the Lich.
Yes, but it was sick.
It was sick.
Dire are scanning.
That's what Analog's thinking right now. Is like, damn, that was sick. I'm dead, but that was nasty, dude.
Analog, he's going to have to be a bit more careful of the Lina.
I don't know how much I like this Monkey Radiance, by the way. I think it slowed this game down. He ended up going Nullify. I guess I liked that a little better, but I still felt like this Relic buildup was really slow. You could have had a Diffusal or something else smaller here while you were building all these auras.
Sure, something that when you get the grab with the Harpoon on the Lina,
or even just BKB,
he
I
gets
guess.
searched out, you get a second chance to be able to
I don't know. This
catch him after.
It feels a little too late here, and now you lose Roche. Aegis for Pure.
They're going to smoke from the corner of the map, pushing out. Heroic trying to find the right battlefield. Opting for a high ground ward. Deep in the Dire jungle area. BetBoom just not giving up on their position.
Dire
Have
are
the
scanning.
successful scan. They say, okay, we know what you're up to, Heroic. We're not biting. We're not just going to senselessly walk back to base or anything like that. And jump on an illusion, try to get to the gate. They're already gone.
Ghosts in the night. $7,000 net worth lead built up by BetBoom.
with an Aegis in hand on the Beastmaster, who is already so hard to kill. You could see the damage is just not there from the Abaddon. There's the damage, though, from the Nyx Assassin. He almost got King Jungles. Not good enough. Analog gets picked up by GPK a second time. Vacuum into LSA. Schofield pops BKB, though. Gets a jump onto GPK, but again, can't stick onto him. GPK is just too fast, whether it's own movement speed or it's the surge. They always are able to kite back away from the heroic heroes that are dangerous and finish off the ones that aren't.
This game has felt like it's completely slipped away from heroic. They just missed that mid-game timing with all the advantage they had off the lanes, off the towers. It didn't translate into anything. They botched that one Wisdom Rune fight, and Pure never looked back. And this Darkseer team fight is crazy when you don't have any BKBs to deal with it. I mean, that's the thing. It's just too easy here. The only BKB you have is Marcy. All these other cores get stuck in these vacuum wall, impale carapaces. It's so hard to kill a hero, and it's another fight where Analog does zip.
Yep.
Gets caught by the Lina, 100 to 0'd. No Monkey King in the fight. No way you're winning that fight.
I mean, at this rate, Heroic's just going to need a Hail Mary black hole, which is pretty much impossible without BKB. I do wonder if the 4-staff Blink Dagger he has queued up is going to change.
I think you have to go Blink BKB here and hope you somehow get to it. I don't think anything else really changes the game from the Enigma standpoint.
Yeah. Because this Abaddon is just never going to have a game. He's going to get walled, and then he's going to get out of the wall and be hit by his own illusion, and then Darkseer is going to punch him again. Then there's going to be another Abaddon illusion hitting him, slowing him down.
I mean, he also just doesn't deal enough damage.
That's also true.
It's nowhere close. Through Frost Shield, through Greaves, through a completed Shivas on the Beastmaster. There is so much attack speed slow and physical mitigation, and a punch says, "What's up?"
There's that Aghanim Scepter of the Darkseer. Pushing over the left-hand side. Spotted the Enigma. Got him. Kataomi gets him in his gaze, and as soon as that happens, he's done for.
Meanwhile, GPK gets a solo kill of his own. Hero's just dying in the base right now. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Yeah, BetBoom are just going to... I think they're just going to end this game here and now. Drop the banner. That's usually not what people mean when they say drop the banner. Drops the item on the ground. Okay, finally they actually plant the banner. And we'll take the mid lane of barracks.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Next wave got cut, but of course if you can't kill this banner, it doesn't matter.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Still looking for this Monkey King impact. I don't know what happened to Analog in this game. He just did not find his mark at all.
No. Not at all. Yeah, I don't think you want to go on that guy. He's got 3,000 HP, he's got a Shivas, tons of armor, he's got a BKB, and he still has Aegis for 30 seconds. At this point, Pure is begging you to go on him, like he's done so many times before. Like he had that shield rune, and he just jumped on Heroic, created a lot of time for BetBoom, the rest of the team, to join him.
Yeah,
he wants to be the focus, so GPK can do whatever he wants.
I don't think Pure has many regrets about how he plays. You know what I'm saying? He just goes.
That's true.
Even if he's 0-10.
Well, he might have had a regret earlier today. That game 1 against Tundra.
The sniper game?
Yeah. No. The first one.
Oh, well.
He had a quite unfortunate death in a game that felt pretty secure for BetBoom.
That's what I'm saying. Even when it seems like the game is not going well for him, he just keeps going. I never see this guy play more safe. I'm not saying that's necessarily a good thing always, but...
Sure. I think he's very much a live in the moment kind of guy.
It's an aspect of his character, you know? Where are you going? Not a lot of places to farm on this map.
Yeah, and he still is 1,000 away from BKB.
I mean, Pure just out-farmed him here, straight up. Despite the worst laning stage, now he has a full refresher. Double roar coming out.
Okay, that's a BKB used. I don't know if Heroic can actually force a fight.
What do you do
with the
with
BKB down? But
you do have the BKB on the Enigma. You went it before the blink, so technically free black hole outside of the roar. Yeah. And just getting burst down. Some real hopium there.
It requires Analog to be alive, because I don't think anybody else does the damage required. They have to hit a black hole,
well, he also
and then
has BKB
Analog
now.
needs to get a Wukong's command off around it.
Have we even seen a Wukong this game? Now that I think about it. Has he used the spell once? I don't think he has.
Yeah, it's possible he hasn't.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
That's a stat we need.
Dire
Wukong cast mount.
We can look at the damage at the end of the game, see how much of his damage was from Wukong's command.
There's just no good initiation here. This is the problem. You can see Heroic trying to take some cheeky angle. You can plant a ward on the hill, but who starts the fight? You have to basically rebound in.
Yeah.
And then chain stun with the Boundless. You ideally find one of the supports or the Lina.
JBK is going to be playing on this cliff area. It's going to be tough to get him. He's got the flame cloak. You already see he's playing off the map entirely, and that is just a beautiful vacuum. They have to drop the black hole to try and stop this. It's a 3-man, but no damage behind it whatsoever. The Wukong's command finally goes off, but the damage is done. Analog is gone. Yuma is going to watch all of his allies die and be left for last. BetBoom and a chef kiss turn around the team fight. 5-0.
What a sick vacuum. Found him in the middle of that initiation, but some of that was also just solid positioning from BetBoom. There's no...
I guess at least Fear is saying that there's a chance. What would that chance look like, Avery, if you weren't...
Chance for what? I don't listen to Clinton. I haven't listened to him in years, actually. I'm surprised he's still friends with me.
Did you listen to him when you were on EG?
Nope. That's why we won.
3 bounty runes going to Heroic. Much better start than... Actually, they got first blood last time. But BetBoom got 3 bounty runes, so it is a better start.
What will Chaos Knight do? That's my question for this game. We've not seen this hero in a long time. I still think the hero has some viability.
We saw Duraccio played it earlier, right?
Yeah, but Duraccio's a god amongst men right now.
Oh, yes, that's true.
It's like saying, oh, did you see Prime Yatoro play Juggernaut earlier? Maybe it's back. No, you're just bad, and he's good.
Prime Yatoro had Collapse, Mira, Maposhka. Duraccio didn't have anybody, apparently. He had 4 bums. That's what I've been reading on Reddit.
Dude, how did the narrative go from they need to kick this guy to everybody else was the problem?
It flips so fast and so furiously.
You know, all I've learned is that I guess all 5 Gaming Gladiators players were the problem. That's all I'm learning. They're all the problem. They all need to kick each other. And they'll be better off. Like these 2 teams here.
Apparently, Gaming Gladiators is already in that process, so
they're on their way.
2 down, 3 to go.
As BetBoom team, 1 down, another 1 to go. We're trying to close this out 2-0. I feel like that transition.
Very nice.
They do have some strong lanes here. I agree with the panel. This Viper Huskar matchup is not fun for the Huskar generally.
Can you tell the audience why?
You get broke and slowed and beat on.
Okay.
So I will say, if you get to like a solid BKB timing and you just jump on the Viper BKB, it's like kind of okay. It's just...
Yeah, the hero is incredibly immobile. You're not going anywhere.
It's just you're probably still dying in that exchange. You just don't get to play Huskar, man. The lane's not fun. Your timings all get slowed. Feels bad, man.
Okay, so if there is that 1% chance for Heroic, can you theory craft how they win this game?
I mean, Chaos Knight, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, Chaos Knight got to put in some heavy lifting in this lineup.
Schofield, he's going to be the first blood, Pure. run him down. Get that extra bit of gold into his pocket.
I will say, though, last game, Heroic won the lanes and proceeded to lose.
Yeah.
This game, I think they're going to lose the game. They'll lose the lanes.
And lose the game?
And maybe proceed to win.
I don't think that's how that works.
If I learned anything about South American Dota in the last decade of playing against them, it is always expect the unexpected.
Okay, fair enough. When you were playing, who was the toughest South American team?
Originally?
Yeah, just at any point in time.
Well, there was a really good team with Smash coming up, and then, you know, stuff happened.
some stuff. What can you do?
About that. Honestly, that first iteration of Thunder Predator,
Yeah.
that was a really good team.
Who was on that one?
Dark Mago, because
Oh, okay, yeah.
that was a good lineup. People underestimated that lineup.
Analog, is he finally gonna die?
Oh.
Not quite. But God, it's terrible out here.
It's
Boots, windlace. Man is grasping for any kind of movement speed he can get his claws on.
It might be jungle time soon.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't think any of these lanes are going to be fun over the long term. That's the issue. They don't really get better here.
Yeah, Monkey against double melee heroes with a Lich behind him? That sounds bad.
This lane was maybe the one you had a hope of winning with this Enchantress Chaos Knight. Very strong lane, particularly versus the Beast. But we haven't seen CK in a long time. I just don't know the raw power level of this hero right now. It's kind of a mystery. And I feel like I do know the level of Beastmaster right now, and it's quite good.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Schofield is...
Whisper can do nothing to stop this.
Yeah.
All he hopes to do is be able to kill the Lich in
He's
return,
dead
but
too.
even if he commits to the Lich, he's dead. He's going to try and get the kill. He can't even get that much done. King Jungles, he tries to come in from behind to help out. The Wolf is after Kataomi, but he's got the healing salve up. Analog will TP out of mid. That is still an L, even if he does manage to survive.
I think Jungle's got nothing off that rotation. Okay, well, that was embarrassing.
Wait, Pure?
What was that? That was not even close. That wasn't like he got juked. He just juked his own
He really
perception
did.
of
And they're
reality.
actually going to be able to kill him.
Okay.
Turn around.
What's happening?
Kataomi might die as well. Yeah, with the Aphotic Shield, he's definitely going to get this kill onto Kataomi. Okay, Heroic, just bring it back. I mean, you said when you...
Always expect the unexpected, Austin.
Well, I was saying last night, you were saying...
Oh, that's a personal story, Austin. I don't know if you want to share that on stream.
Sorry, I'll keep the bed talk out of the stream. But you said if your lanes are kind of trash, better to like move some heroes around,
Yeah,
force
just go
them
do
to
anything
try
else.
lane. Just
Do anything.
Yeah.
Now, this Huskar did leave the lane, but he's not having a lot of production outside the lane, I will say.
Maybe he can get a kill. Though GPK is certainly set up for a kill, but they brought the Chaos Knight in.
Yeah, this is good.
This is very much needed. They will kill the Viper and maybe get save as well. Hit by
Body
the
blocks
stun.
with the Satyr.
Body block, body block, body block, and Analog has got him. What a turn. Heroic helping out Analog, and that will push him very far up. He will get close to level 6 as a result. He gets the Siege Wagon wave pushing into tower.
Sick move from Yuma. They need more of that kind of stuff in this game. Just make it chaotic. That pushed Analog from bottom net worth on his team. The top 2, by the way.
Wow.
He was in Struggleville.
I mean, Yuma was the one, he was the whole reason that they were doing so well in Game 1 in the first place. Now Yuma is under assault, though. Rotation from Pure through the gate, and save is going to show up as well. They cancel their TPs. No way to be able to do anything about that because mid, their attention is on GPK, who will end up dying. A second kill on the Viper.
Just like that, Analog's back. I mean, the rest of this game still has some issues, but
yeah,
Huskar's completely recovered.
And maybe you were right about the Viper is very much a win lane, lose game kind of hero.
Yeah, I have a lot less faith in Viper carrying a game out of mid than I do in his off lane and versus the other mid-range dealers.
Oh
like
no, Pierre's got to beat him to the punch. He gets the Wisdom Rune and hops away into the trees.
Dude, I feel like they've lost the last 6 Wisdom Runes between this game and last gamer's lane.
Yeah.
They just cannot get them. Got to have a team talk about that or something.
Also, can we nerf this facet, please? Should not be able to move that quickly through the trees.
But he's Monkey King. It's his whole deal.
I don't think anything in the lore of Monkey King that he actually.
I mean, where do you want him to move quickly through?
I don't want him to move quickly at all.
Well, you're just a hater then.
I want him to stand in his Wukong's command and do nothing.
Well, that's exciting. Keep working on that. Send that email to Gabe Newell at valve.com.
I've got plenty of
I'm sure
suggestions.
He'll nerf Sand King next patch. Oh, analog.
Can anyone get here? You've got the clockwork coming in, but he's not going to be there in time. The cogs come a bit too late, and now Schofield's going to be in trouble as well. The Jingu stacks are building up. Pure, he'll get another one. Full health. GPK, okay. Yeah. That TP away. Instant TP, smart.
They got Whisper as well again. Just no level 6 on this Abaddon yet. No armlet on the Huskar. Everything is so delayed in this game, and BetBoom team are taking full advantage of it. This looks like last game, but the script is reversed.
Yeah, we'll see if the script fully reverses. That would require BetBoom to throw on the 14-minute Wisdom Rune, right? That was the fight.
And we're seeing the biggest problem with Huskar losing the lane this bad is you just don't get the armlet off the lane. You can't jungle without it. The speed is so slow.
Is under attack.
Look at the hero go.
Looking for him. Nothing to do. 5 heroes in the top lane for Heroic.
Yeah, they might get the tower, but that's all they're going to get, it looks like.
Yeah, he's just playing with him.
Yeah, he really is. Hop on tree, hop down. Hop on tree, hop down.
Hop on tree, hop down.
Somehow. Yeah, he's probably playing a little too gutsy with it, but he hasn't lost any damage yet. Oh, they spot the Huskar's low.
Oh, he's dead.
He is indeed, Avery.
Well, King Jungles is dead.
So is King Jungles.
Well,
Whisper still isn't level 6.
Yeah, I was about to say, he is... This has been a rough laning phase.
He's broke, man.
You're building 2 armlets, and you're getting them behind everybody else's first item. You just
kill a creep, kill a creep, kill a creep!
No, man.
No!
They actually glyphed it on him, too.
That is so sad.
Whisper fans sad everywhere right now. Pure fans rejoicing. He's back. There's no more 10 death games for me at the 20-minute mark.
Yeah, just a single solitary death.
Tasteful death, some might say.
Yeah, not you don't want to boast a no death game, you know.
Yeah, he's not.
It says you were
not CTY.
That says you were
know?
stat padding. Exactly.
He's not a despicable 0-0-0 carry player.
He's an active man. 6-1-5 means he has been a part of 11 of the 12 kills that BetBoom have netted. While it's Miro who's got the 0-0 stat line. He's chill. He's just farming up ancient creeps, pushing out bottom lane. It's a peaceful life in the jungle.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Someone should make an ASMR channel. It's just Dota sounds. Probably become a billionaire or something. Then they could buy Dota and give it a new patch.
I'm sure Valve would be open to that negotiation.
I'm just kidding. New patch is coming in like 2 hours. It's all good.
Yeah, you did say that last night.
I'm going to say it every day. Eventually I'll be right. Then I'll look like a genius.
Dire are
You're just the boy who cried patch.
Don't question mark me. Don't question mark me. I saw you drawing that one, dude. That's not cool. Save that for like day 8 of DreamLeague when tensions rise.
BetBoom's got every power rune. Heroic have decided that they're going to make a
done.
move now. They don't even have their armlet on Chaos Knight.
They have the Huskar
They
one.
don't have the Huskar, though. They have his armlet. They don't have the Huskar.
He's coming, man. They got a kill.
Yeah, well, they're going to need him because it looks like BetBoom is willing to fight this one, even after the loss of the Lich. They do manage to get a dust on to save, but hops away to his allies with the Blink Strike.
That's a one team fight right there.
That's a 4-man smoke, 5-man move into a Lich kill right there.
We got him, boys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
So if Heroic win this game, is the lesson of the day just don't win lanes to win the game?
No. That sounds reductive. Surely there's greater lessons to be had. Not from you, but I'm sure Fear will have some good stuff.
Okay, well. Yeah, I don't doubt that. The legend of the NA scene, after all. Not all of us can boast such a resume. Tags is almost done. That's going to be go time for some Beastmaster involvement, potentially some Roshan.
Yeah, maybe they
Put him
do
in a
Roche
smoke gank.
before it goes over to Dire side. Though they do control both corners of the map,
Yeah, I don't
so it
think they
doesn't really
care.
matter.
I don't think they're too afraid of a 5-on-5 right now either.
I will say, this Abaddon has just not impressed me the many times that we've seen it. Like, it's really strong in the lane, and we see it move around early, the first 15, 20 minutes. It can be a menace if it snowballs. But I feel like it just falls off a cliff.
I mean, the hero is really bad when you're behind. Unless your other two cores are strong enough to carry the game, and he can just be pure utility. Because the second he falls behind and cannot pressure the map or run heroes down anymore, he kind of loses a lot of presence. And you can scale him a bit, but his scale is not that great.
No.
It's not going to be the same as a lot of these other off-laners. So you really want to get a lead with this hero. He's a lane dominator into snowball. That's his ideal game flow. When you end up in games like this, yeah, the hero's going to feel super flat. Then you fall back on, okay, are your other two cores carrying the game? And can you just play and shield them and buy auras? In theory, this CK pick can do a little of that, but man, at some point you're going into Beastmaster with Axes, Roar, Shivas, Frost Shield, Chain Frost, Smoke Cloud, Wukong. Like, there's a decent enough amount of AoE in this BetBoom team lineup that they can deal with you in the ultra late. So,
Heroic, you're too late. BetBoom. They saw the Enchantress creep. They decided to wait for Roche to go over the Dire side to do it.
you know what the top tier play in all of those situations is that I never see anybody do?
What's that?
You go through the gate at the same time Roshan does.
Yeah,
And then they think it's just Roshan, so they all stand there.
sure.
And it's like, surprise, it's me. And you all get trampled, but then
it-
you go on them.
Yeah, if they have any vision, you are still massively clumped up with no real way out. You can only move left or right.
What's wrong with that, man?
Well, that means you're going to have 2 heroes standing on top of each other and 3 heroes standing
Look, you
on
got
top
to
of
take
each
risks
other.
when you're behind. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Well, Schofield took a risk. He died for it.
He did not get close to the Roshan to steal that one. Rough game, man.
Yeah, this is looking like another Beastmaster Aegis situation where he's going to get a Blink Dagger and just run at Heroic and force him to fight. And Heroic will not have the firepower to stop him.
Maybe.
I mean, even Chaos Knight's good burst damage, but he's also he's just extra units for you to drums off of.
I think if a fight happens in the next... Basically in the next period of the stages, so we're saying the next 5 minutes, if a fight breaks out in a way where Heroic can take a defensive position with BetBoom team jumping into them past the tier 2 or going high ground, something like that, they can win that fight, I think.
Yeah.
But it kind of requires them going into you very deeply. I don't think you can win an aggressive go here.
If BetBoom do screw up, Heroic's scale is still pretty good, right? They're going to have
Okay.
Chaos Knight and Huskar. Maybe the Enchantress gets going. Trying to go for a quick kill onto the Huskar. Armlet. Can he toggle this? This victory? He does. Now the Aphotic Shield turnaround. Save is going to die for this. Nicely played by Analog. Bit of redemption for a bad game one.
Magic resist. Ooh. Starting to heat up.
Dire's
Courier kill.
has been killed.
With a BKB on it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And a BKB done for Analog. So they are 1 BKB up and BetBoom's 1 BKB down.
I mean, honestly, I feel as though they're playing the map better from this position than they did in game one when they were ahead. I don't think they utilized the map at all in that game one with the lead they had.
Yeah, they were.
Here, they're kind of stabilizing it a bit. Maybe this won't lead to victory, but I think their idea of ratting and finding little pickoffs is being... It's translating more here than it did in game one for sure.
Yeah.
Which is strange, but...
Maybe their ideas for game one were just a bit too rigid.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they were just more confident in that lineup scaling
Dire's
than
middle tower is under attack.
how it actually was going.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They got a
under
tier 1
attack.
top.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
BetBoom are going through the gate, though. Whisper's got to get out of here.
Kind of a late move.
It is.
Might still get him.
Maybe it's so late, that's the point. He would never expect them to be rotating this late into the tower dying. Silenced and broken. There's no way for your ult to go off.
It's going to be a nice combo. That's another reason this game is just hard. When you fall behind with a Batten in this game, they are not afraid to all in on you from the start of every fight with that combination.
Well, that just means there's no break for the Huskar now, but there's also no clockwork, no Abaddon.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Still going Orchid on the
Radiant's
CK.
middle tower is under
It's not going to
attack.
have a large window to use it. BKB is done for the monkey.
I mean, at some point you need BKB here too, I think. I don't know exactly when you get it. Maybe this game is just too slow for it entirely, but...
They're gonna find that he's farming here, but they run into King Jungles instead.
Oh, little Centaur Stomp. This is a lot of space.
Kills a few more creeps before he dies. He actually gets the full wave, so nicely done there. Oh no, the combo again! Broken, silenced, trying to get out of the smoke screen, but he can't. They will get the Beastmaster in return. That is going to be the Aegis.
And there's no break for this Huskar now.
Yeah, Analog can maybe own this fight. They're going to pull him back into the tier 2 tower. Lots of damage. They give up on this one. Miro's dead. Hook shot in onto the Viper. Now the Monkey King is still coming across here. It's 2 plus the Cinders to Gaze. They do manage to finish off Analog, and there goes your damage. GBK will not be victim to a domino effect. Turn it back around. Heroic, a 1-for-3 exchange in the end.
Too far behind to chase like that. Even though it's the right play, you just don't have the sustain. Don't have the tank ability to fight through all those ults. Get the Beastmaster twice. That is something here. You need... I don't even know what you do versus Break Smoke Cloud. You're just on your own.
Gotta get a Force Staff or something?
I guess, but... I mean, only Whisper can buy it, right?
Oh, also, what is Whisper doing with his gold?
Yeah, I was about to say, he has saved up a lot.
Buy something!
You need something in this game, right? When you're this far behind, he's going to go Manta. Okay. Maybe it'll save you out of that smoke screen. It probably will if it's just the Ricky Viper. Honestly, I don't think there is really a good item for him to get here. I think if you buy like Ghost Scepter or Force Staff, man, I don't know. It's just, what are you doing in this game, right?
You go Force Staff and go Aghanim Scepter and just be full utility.
That's a nice little kill.
Yeah, King Jungles is picking up some heat.
I mean, this support duo, honestly, has been doing some stuff in this game. You have an Orchid on the clock. They're both wealthier than the BetBoom supports. Gives you something to play with here. You have these Orchids up, so if you can find the Ricky or the Lich at the start of the fights, bring them down with the Orchid, that is something. As Miro will find Schofield instead.
He's not shy with his roar.
I mean, he shouldn't be. Amp damage in the river.
Radiant's middle
Gonna
tower
go onto the
is
Chaos
under
Knight here.
Blink away. Miro not going to be caught
He
immediately.
might run straight into Yuma, yeah.
Yeah, he is going to be caught in the river. 2-second stun. The damage. Katomi's going to turn her up with the Chain Frost. Still, though, Analog has his BKB. He could just push through, and Yuma is bailed out, at least for now, by some aphotic shields. Eventually, though, the damage becomes too thick and fast from BetBoom. Pure and JPK will run them down.
So even with good positioning, even with an amp damage in the river, they can't win that follow-up fight.
Yeah, I feel like the Chaos Knight is just too limited by the smoke screen and the Chain Frost and the Frost Shield. There's just like too much stuff that mitigates his damage.
They have a lot of things that hurt him in this early game. He's also mitigated by the fact they fell behind a lot.
Yeah.
Hey,
you said the supports of Heroic are actually ahead of BetBoom, and yet team-wise they're down 9K. So that just means these cores are incredibly underfarmed compared to their counterparts.
The two supports on the BetBoom side are just a lot more impactful in the fight. They just have stronger spells. This Clock and Chantress duo is supposed to win the early game for you and put you ahead, not win the team fights from behind.
Sure.
Like, you throw a Frost Shield, Chain Frost down, you throw down the smoke screen, that's already more than hook shot plus some impetuses are going to do versus these three cores. So,
yeah, Lich really doesn't need much to be a monster, right? You get the Shard from the Tormentor, you get a Blink Dagger, you're going to get crazy Chain Frost that kill cores.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And he's got just that.
Dire are scanning. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
BetBoom is allowed to hit the tier 2 bottom while they're spread out farming 3 different parts of the map. At the same time, Heroic feeling like they can't punish. Gonna sit back and farm some more, but farm to what?
BKB, I guess. That's really it here.
Well, it's Manta
Whatever,
for
yeah,
Yuma.
I mean, sure, Manta.
Hurricane Pike for Analog.
Radiant structures are
I guess
fortified.
just get a bunch of Force Stabs, kite them out completely.
There goes one Manta. And instead of the break silence, now it's the Yule Scepter countering him. This Riki save is just completely shut Whisper out of the game.
Proven to be an interesting matchup. I still think this Riki has a lot more value in this meta. Like, he's the top pick, but I think there's a lot of games he could be picked for just utility reasons. He's not.
Okay, he did finally get him.
Oh, they find Pure? No. Yes. No. Ooh, what?
He just can't. The animation, it's so fast, man. He jumps into the trees before you could cast a spell.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
BetBoom just having a grand old time in this series. What is with the nose strips, by the way?
Increased oxygen flow.
I mean, I get that, but like, did their performance coach be like, guys, you got to up your oxygen intake?
Can't hurt.
Aren't those usually for sleeping? Prevent you from
I'm not a
snoring?
doctor. I'm an engineer, damn it.
Okay, Scott.
Radiant are scanning.
See, the Dota audience will get that joke because they're all over 40. So it works out. It is really weird when you think about that the average age, Twitch chat will not like this discussion, but the average age of the Dota viewer has gone up considerably.
Yes.
So if the average age
That
is
is
like
how
30 now or something, that means there's a bunch of 40-year-old dudes dropping like XTDs and Omegas. You know, it takes a different perspective when you look at it like that.
Yeah, it is really sad, actually.
And then you go home and you look at yourself and you're like, I'm one of them. How did it come to this? I could have been a doctor. Maybe you are a doctor.
I mean, we did make careers out of bringing entertainment to those individuals.
That's true. Has a doctor ever made you laugh?
Not what I was getting at, but fair enough.
Has a comedian ever given you a liver transplant? That's the better question.
Well, Heroic might need a liver transplant after this one. This is there's going to be some heavy drinking after tonight's games. Because it just continues to go wrong. Chaos Knight tries to come in to help out Whisper here.
Oh my.
Goes for the pick off on the Riki. Can't get it. Now he has to pop his ultimate defensively,
Wait,
just
ran
trying to
back
get
in
away.
and
Whisper did manage to get away.
That
And
was-
yes, save did go back
That
in.
was insane. What was he doing?
He saw Phantasm and he was like, now's my time.
Yo, Pierre, check this out.
Radiant are scanning.
He got me, guys.
And they saved Whisper, so somehow it worked.
It was such a weird kill. He missed the stun, missed the reality rift, and then killed him anyway because he ran back in. Can we get a replay of that, actually? That was a really good death.
Good death. Well done, save.
Yeah. Watch this. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Oh, shit. Oh, shit,
Lord.
he's here.
He had Yules, I think, the entire time, too.
Yo, Pierre, watch out over there, man. There's a bad dude over there, my man.
He's a bad, bad man.
I tanked the gank for you, brother.
Oh,
welcome.
no. He has been pulled back into Pure. He does have another Phantasm. Quickly kills the Lich. Can't really do anything about Pure, though. Pure's
Yeah,
got the
it's
Lich
BKB.
armor. They can wait out the BKB. 3 seconds stun. The BKB just lasts forever. He turns it back around with a sliver of HP.
toggles?
Can he push through all this one?
No.
No. Save gets his revenge. And they will wipe out the rest of Heroic.
For a moment, though, you kind of believed, didn't you? For a moment, you saw the power of the Chaos Knight. And you didn't know what you were witnessing. You stared into the eyes of God.
Stared into the eyes of God.
And for a minute, you saw the plan.
God's plan.
Admit it, Austin. You started to believe. And that's, I think, what this game was all about.
Yeah, Heroic was just trying to instill belief in us.
They were trying to prove a point that Chaos Knight needs some buffs. I think clearly the hero is lacking a little DPS when he loses 3 lanes and has to play from behind.
You know, Fear said it was a 1%er for Heroic. What do you think it is now?
2%?
Oh, wait, it's better than it was in the drafting phase.
Well, I think the thing is going to say 2 or like 2 to 5. It's not going to say 1.
Dota Plus says it's 15%.
What? Yo, this thing is on drugs or something. What? 13?
Goodbye, Clockwork.
Maybe it's already on the next patch, you know?
Maybe it's already on to Game 3.
I mean, Yuma definitely is. He wants out of this one. He's not having fun, I'll tell you that much.
No, he's not. They are going to try and kill GPK.
Yeah, try.
It doesn't work.
The Scotties are out, so there is no hope left. GG will be called a heroic effort, but it will only lead to a heroic defeat.
Initially, when the music came on, I thought those were like fail horns.